Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to today's training. We're going to be talking about increasing your sales with reviews. There was a problem that I saw within my community and others' communities that I've paid attention to lately, and it was based upon reviews, how to get them when their customers don't necessarily want to give them, even when you give an incentive, what to do with them, and how to actually make it worth your while, even when the review is old. So can you make an old review work for you? Yes, you can. It's all about the placement and the product you're using it up against and the person. So the 3 P's: product, placement, and person, or people, if you will. You see there are 2 screenshots on my screen, or on your screen. We're going to step into those in a moment, and I'll explain that. So is a testimonial and review the same? No, it is not. A testimonial and a review, it is definitely not the same, and I need y'all to understand that it's not the same thing. Reason of being, one could simply just be, this is what I preach all the time, one can simply just be you saying you like the design of something versus saying how you putting on the outfit made you feel and how the design made you feel, if that makes sense. Or someone like me, everybody know I have this thing against cats. I don't hate them, I just highly dislike them. So for me, I can tell you all day, like, as a review, I don't really like cats. But if you want to go deeper into why I don't like cats, you would know that my experience with cats are on the unpleasant side of things. So a testimonial and a review is definitely not the same exact thing. Can you use it the same? It depends on the situation and the story that you're going for. So on my screen, you see an example of a testimonial and you see an example of a review. This person is a past client of mine. However, she still buys from me. I can't necessarily honestly tell you why, because she's in a program that she's taking a program that I'm currently still in, as well as a few of my peers. This is a program that'll probably never get old, honestly. There's always learning you can do. So the testimonial reads motivational only. I guess supposed to have said motivational purposes only. And then on your left side, you see that she left a review. So on the left-hand side of her review, we definitely spoke before this. I didn't tell her, like, hey, could you go leave this review? Like, I did not do that. Do I ask people to leave reviews at the end? Of course, because I need to know that I'm not just wasting my breath nor wasting your time, and that you actually took something away from a training or something that you actually paid for, or ebook or a workbook, something that came from my company. So in the review, she said, hey everyone, I witnessed a lot of claims of, y'all see what's on my screen, and she spoke on how she's not bashing anyone, which is why I'm not going to say any names, but you see what you see, She told a few people they could inbox me, and she spoke on how not only is she's in a program that we're all in, but she also spoke on how I changed her life. So if you look back to the right of the testimonial she gave, she spoke on her experience with me, how I stretched her out of her comfort zone with her company. So it is a testimonial and a review the same? No, it's definitely not the same. Can you market a testimony and a review the same? Like I said, it depends. Someone who is going through a hardship and maybe down on their last, I would honestly send them a testimonial and just hope and pray that they actually do the work instead of being so down on their knuckles that they feel like they need to rush their experience with me and rush what it is that we're got going on. Because being in business is not an easy task, and it's not a get rich quick scheme. So now you can be one of those who are seasoned. There are seasoned business owners, and which is completely fine. They're only in business for that season, and then when they're not in business for that season, I don't know what they're doing because I can't necessarily tell you because, like I said, they're seasoned. What reviews should you have? I preach on making sure you have Google reviews all the time, at least 3 to 5 new reviews every month. For the simple fact of you never know who is watching you. And it's not just about who's watching you. If I was to search your company up right now, the first thing that will come up is your reviews. And not just any reviews. The first thing that comes up is your reviews from Facebook. There are also Google reviews, and even though you may be Googling a company, even your Google reviews come second. A lot of people who do have Google reviews, when I Googled their company, their Google reviews came second to Facebook. That lets you know how powerful Facebook reviews really are. So there's Facebook reviews, there are Google reviews, website reviews are recommended, but I honestly feel like it works better in favor for those who sell clothing and jewelry, for the simple fact of, like, okay, you can have great reviews on your shipping, great reviews on your packaging. You can have all of this on your Facebook, but that says nothing or does nothing for your company when it comes down to what you're actually selling on your shop, especially if you're a drop shipper or someone who is of companies like Fashion Nova. If y'all go on Fashion Nova, you can see their ratings. You can also see people trying on different outfits. Same thing if you was to go on Amazon. On Amazon, I look at the reviews on Amazon. I know you want to look at the reviews on Amazon. You want to look at to see if anyone posted what the actual photo looks like. Being that Amazon, some people label Amazon as a drop shipping site as well as where they do a lot of their business at. So that means if you want to know if something is true to size, if you want to know if a book is worth getting, you're going to be looking at those reviews. And you're definitely going to be looking at if it's something physical, what it looked like on that person or what it looked like when they received their item. People trust other customers. Customers trust customers. And customers also trust reviews, and they also trust testimonials as well. People are definitely big on the testimonials. It's always what have you done for the consumer when it comes to customer to customer, not what you have done for yourself. There's this big myth around just because you did it for yourself doesn't mean, just because you did it for the next, or just because you did it for yourself does not mean you can do it for the next or you can do it for yourself. Some people are trained to do things for other people, but they don't necessarily know what to do for themselves, such as web designers. There are web designers out here that can design for others, but they can't design for themselves. I don't know why it's like that, but a lot of designers have that problem. I used to have that problem when I design webs. Now that I have a team behind me, I don't touch not a website. So that's just something to take into consideration when you are gathering your reviews and you are gathering your testimonials. Where are you going to house them at? Where would you like for people to find your reviews at? So when they're searching and when people tell you that you need your SEO, when you need to optimize your search, when you need to optimize your search engine, if I'm searching your company or if I'm searching for keywords and your company handles these things that I'm looking for, will your reviews be attached to wherever I'm looking at? So if I'm looking on Google, will your Google reviews pop up with these keywords that I am searching? If I am on Facebook searching certain keywords, because you can search hashtags and things on Facebook, if I'm looking for recommendations, will your reviews speak for you? Will your testimonials speak for you? It also lets people know that you're still in business and that you are still posting on this page. There's a dropshipping company I've been watching for a while now that I would like to shop with. I already know who the owner is. However, just because you know who the owner is does not necessarily mean the owner actually gives out great quality items and is on top of their business, knowing that this is a dropship company and everyone else is handling their services and products. So being that I was on their Facebook page, I did not see any recent reviews. I didn't see any activity going on. So I went on their social media, same thing. I didn't see no type of activity going on. So I did contact the owner, ask them were they still in business, and being that they are a friend of mine, you know, I had to ask, like, you know, what's going on with your company or whatever. And, you know, they're still in business. The person told me that they're still in business, but I don't see no proof of them, no social proof of them being in business. And then let alone when I did Google their company to see if, you know, if there was any movement going on with them, all I seen was I've seen some pretty terrible reviews on the Better Business Bureau. And that's another place you can house your reviews at. And it kind of like, did I shop with them still? No. I'm honestly still scouting them, because what are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing this busy that you can't go in and check on your own company and, you know, message those back that have not been responded back to? I'm not saying that that person did not do it, but I don't know if they did it, and it don't look like they did it. So moving forth, know where you're going to house your reviews. Know where where you want people to find you. So everywhere I search and I see your company, is there reviews or is there a testimonial that I can refer back to? Getting the reviews. How can we get these reviews from people? Do you know your customer well enough to speak their lingo? In other words, the problem that I've seen people have in my community, as I mentioned in the beginning, is I email them for a review and they never leave a review. Well, what incentive did you give them, and what was the experience for them? Honestly, as you ask questions, they will tell you exactly what you need to know. They will tell you the feedback that you need to know. And can you quote people? Yes, you can quote people all day long. When it comes to making like your cute little screenshots that people make to post on their social media, can you do that? Yes. Should you have maybe like a document that smashes all of these questions and their answers together? Yes, you can do that as well. And it's actually an easier and seamless process for those who do not like to go through leaving their email because they're looking for something specific that's going to throw them off, and log on to another site or be sent to another site just to leave you a review. You can always make it easier for them to have like a link, a link of where they can actually leave their reviews when they get time. And don't ask one time. You can actually, if you see that they opened it, but there's no response to it, okay, maybe send it out again, and ask them, was something wrong? Did you not feel like it? Sympathize with them, and you can also sit and offer them maybe a percentage off, or maybe offer them free shipping, or offer them something that speaks their language. So if you saw that you were trying to get a review on a pair of pants that they brought, and you ask them how was their shipping experience, did everything fit, and they tell you how their experience was, how about you go ahead and sit and say, okay, well, since you love these pants, if you don't mind, you know, there are multiple different types of reviews that you can actually get from people, especially if you're in the clothing industry. And there are different testimonials you can get as well if you're in the clothing industry. And that does not mean you have to be in the clothing industry to get different types of reviews and to get different types of testimonials. This just means you have to think about what type of review you want or what type of testimonial you want, and how are you going to use it once you get it, and where do you want them to send it to. So for this person that may have brought a pair of pants off you, you can ask them like, okay, well, hey, I would love for you to send us or tag us in a client selfie, and you know, tell them how you would want this client selfie to be as far as the presentation is concerned. If you would like to market their testimonial, if you'd like to market their review, or if you'd like to market that client selfie, we want it to be presentable. And you let them know like, hey, you send us this and you leave us, you know, 5 stars if you feel like we deserve those 5 stars, right along with how they felt on you, or maybe where you went as well. Did you get any compliments? We'll send you out a second pair for free, or we'll give you 50% off your next pair. Or we'll shout you out, or maybe we'll make you a brand ambassador, or maybe we'll put points towards your loyalty rewards card, or we'll send you out a gift. This is just my way of speaking their lingo or speaking their love language. So what is your consumers or your customer or your clients, what is their love language? What is their lingo? This is how I was taught, and this is how I move, and I honestly, truly believe no matter where you are in business, even if you're just starting, you have to treat your customers not necessarily how they treat you, because if you want them to treat you a certain way, you have to treat them how you would like for them to treat you. So if you're nasty to them, they're going to be nasty to you. And not only are they going to be nasty to you, but you were trying to get that nice review from them, you was being nasty to them, so now they're going back, and their rebuttal is going to be them leaving you that nasty review. And it's not just a review anymore. It's going to be a testimonial about how you were disgusting with them after them shopping with you, and that looks terrible. I know that there is a skincare brand that is, I'm not going to say no names, but there's a skincare brand right now going through this exact same problem because their customer service is poor. And not only is it poor, but they're not doing the due diligence to go ahead and seek the proper help that they need. This is personal development and business development as well. And this is why I also preach that everyone should be practicing emotional intelligence. So if you know you're one of those people that is impatient when it comes to collecting reviews, when it comes to collecting testimonials, and all of the branding things that you're going to need for your business, that's going to help push you out there, and it's going to help get you the right brand recognition that you would like. This all falls back on your customer service and on your emotional intelligence. So if you can't handle this, get someone that will. And if you can't find someone that will, you're just going to have to bite the bullet and do what it is that you have to do as a business owner. Your job is to serve and create an experience, an everlasting experience for those people to come and shop with you again. And each and every time they shop with you, you want them to leave you a review, and you want them to leave you a testimonial. There are steps to this. There are steps to the review game, okay? Like, I'm trying to take you from review to testimonial. I'm trying to take you from review to testimonial to you now maybe becoming a brand advocate for my business and, you know, posting photos with you and my product, or maybe you sending in screenshots of you watching one of my recordings, or maybe you sending screenshots of you being in a live session with me, or maybe you sending in screenshots of something you feel that should be passed along to everyone else that is inside of your community. There are milestones and steps to this, and it is not easy, but it's easy when you have been practicing emotional intelligence, and you've been practicing customer service, and you have been practicing the experience that you want others to have. So ask yourself, would you leave yourself a review based on the work that you did today? Would you leave yourself a testimonial based on the work that you have actually done? And then if so, is it genuine? Or are you doing it because it's you, and are you doing it because it's your brand? Every brand can tweak their experience in a part of their company. Every brand can, no matter where you are. You're never going to stop tweaking these things to create an experience, whether you're creating an experience for an employee, whether you're creating an everlasting experience for yourself, because it's a lifestyle. Success is a lifestyle. Maybe you are trying to tweak the experience for a consumer, a client, or someone that you may have a lifelong relationship with, and it is from your business. So these things matter, and there's definitely steps to getting these reviews, testimonials, and creating brand advocates. So let's get into these review hacks. Making the past review work for you. Do not date your reviews. Do not screenshot the reviews when they are years old. You can't make it work from you when it's 5 years ago. Yes, I said in the beginning, you can make a past review work for you only if you're still in that 30 to 60 day mark and you're trying to build up your reviews. And you need to make it very clear what your goal is when you get ready to provide that service or send out that gear or send out whatever product that you have got going on. It is essential for you to know, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, I don't pronounce a lot of things correctly, I'm human. It's very vital for you to know exactly head on when you have a review that is like 30 to 60 days old. How are you going to collect more reviews that's going to work for your company and is going to work for whatever it is that you're getting ready to push out, especially if you're running a campaign and you're looking not for quick success, but for a quicker response from your target audience, whether they're a cold lead, warm lead, or hot. A hot lead will always work for you if you speak in their language. If you're speaking their love language, they will always work for you. They will always sit and say, hey, this is what I learned from this person. They'll always sit and say, y'all, look at my new jeans that I got from them. They'll always be that brand advocate for you because they know what the experience with you is like already. So y'all see how the influencers will automatically tag a brand that didn't necessarily scout them out to become a brand advocate or to become a person of interest for their consumer base or their community. Same thing. They love their jeans. I keep going on to jeans because jeans is one of those things where it either hugs you or it's too tight, or it doesn't feel comfortable, or it's too baggy because you may be someone who's petite and they said these jeans are a size small when really they're not a size small. They may fit like a medium on you because, again, you're petite or you're a thicker size woman, and inseams matters to a thicker size woman. So this is why I keep going back to the jeans and speaking on a boutique. So how can you actually make that review work for you? You make that review work for you by putting out something or reaching out to those who have already been in conversation with you, or interacting with you is a better term. Offer them like, hey, I am in the phase of trying to collect reviews, or in a phase of trying to build up my testimonials. Do you mind doing XYZ? I'll give you this for free, or, you know, here's 50% off. You don't always have to give someone a deal or a discount, but you always want to make it worth their while, and especially if it's their love language. So if a discount is their love language and you give them a discount on it, you're going to have to take a Fashion Nova approach to things sometimes. And you know, that is, if Fashion Nova is focused on one collection, that collection will be the prices that they already want you to pay. But if they're not focused on this, if you're shopping through a collection that they're not necessarily focused on, their prices are going to be a little bit higher than usual. So y'all know I like to use, some of y'all know I like to use like the $50 example. If Fashion Nova have a shirt on sale, it's not even on sale. If Fashion Nova is selling a shirt for $50 and you like, well, they really obviously tripping if they think I'm about to spend $50 for a shirt. If you put that in your cart and you leave it in your cart, 9 times out of 10, they may just, hey, you left this in your cart, here's a percentage off. And then sometimes they may sit and tell you, like, you know, hey girl, we're throwing a big sale, here's 50% off on that shirt that you wanted. It's not because the shirt was actually $50. It's because the shirt was really $25 to begin with. And if I'm not focused on this collection, you're going to pay the price that I want you to pay for it, because my focus is somewhere else. I'm not focused on this $25 shirt when I have other items that I'm just now dropping at a lower price. So their pricing, you know, the way they price their items works for them. It works for their sales goals, and it works for whatever key performance indicators they may be looking at up against their community. So hopefully this is making sense to you all on how you can actually use a past review to work for you, how you can actually collect new reviews, and what to do when you are trying to obtain new reviews from those who says they can't leave a review by just simply not leaving you a review. And it has been over 90 days and you're trying to vet someone for a testimonial or for review. I guarantee you they don't remember that experience, especially if it has been that long. So what you have to do is go back out and scout them. You know, send them something, or send them a gift, or hey, remember us, and just shoot them out a series of things that meet their interests, but make sure you know where they are in their life. Where are they at? You know, why, when they were at the level they bought from you, what level were they on, and who are they shopping with now? What are they currently looking for? Lets you know where they are in their life and what level they could possibly be on. And you just and if you have something to offer them, you just have to try and, you know, match that. And this is why I also speak on knowing where your consumers are before they come to you, and where your consumers are when they get to you, and where your consumers are going after they're done with you. Can you speed up their process? Can you kill time? Can you kill money that they may be spending? Do you offer this thing that you know that they're looking for? And if you know that they're going to go shop with your peers, how can you keep them in a loop? So it's like a game of tennis for those who may have consumers that is shopping back and forth between you and between them, which is perfectly fine. The goal at the end of the day is to get a review, get a testimonial, get some social proof of you actually being that deal and being a brand that is worth shopping with, worth knowing, worth actually following and being in a loop with. A brand worth actually signing up with and continuously shopping with. So that is the goal at the end of the day. And also, you know, keeping that same consumer coming back, because we want to create brand advocates from them. There are a lot of people that have built brand recognition around just brand advocates of people who can only leave a review based off what they learned, but they can't leave a testimonial based off execution on what they have learned. And I need y'all to know that there's a difference, and which is why I say there is levels to reviews, testimonials, social proof, and actually creating brand advocates. So what's next? I told y'all, and you know, I was not going to take up most of you guys' time today, especially with this training. This was something I definitely wanted to be informative, but I also wanted it to be something tangible that you could do right now, or you can write down, take quick notes off of, and actually add on to your business. So working with me, I make sure, or even seeing any of my products, I make sure that there's always something you could take away and that you could use right away. So no matter where you are in your business, this works for everyone. Stepping into your business and you're trying to scale or grow pretty quickly, you know, the meaning of scaling is to niche down. So you can actually use your reviews to niche down if you are analytical at exactly what they're learning, and you knew who they were, and you know where they're trying to go, and you know what company they have worked with before, and you know what it is that they're trying to achieve with inside of their sales or with their company, or with their self-esteem, or whatever it is that you do within your company. So we are getting ready to prepare for the entrepreneurs class based off my entrepreneurs bundle. It is both beginner. Can a beginner use it? Yes, you can. If you've been in business 2 to 3 years, can you use it? Yes, you can. If you have been in business over 5 years, 5 to 10 years, can you use it? Yes, you can. My peers is currently using the exact same models that I use, but with their own twist catered to those who are new to business. Is it as detailed? Honestly, I don't know. However, I want to invite you all to the training that I have going on. If you go to payhip.com/shop-boss-tip-marketing, you'll see that bundle deal. It is, well, I'm not going to say what the price is, because some of you, by the time you see this training, this quick training, the price have either went up or I am no longer offering it. So you can go to, like I said, go to payhip.com/shop-boss-tip-marketing, and you will see the entrepreneurs bundle deal. You can go ahead and grab that. It is 2 ebooks, 1 planner that is corresponding to the whole bunch, and then there is a workbook. These are focused on sales strategies, marketing, creating new products around one product that you already offer. And I don't mean one product as in if you are just working with one product. I mean one product as if you are focused on one product. You want to scale and you want to change the game. You want to be able to create campaigns and create your focus and create other different things and levels around whatever product you are getting ready to offer or to focus on. So I want to invite you all into that training. It will be a couple of hours long. And then last but not least, if you found this helpful, if you found this information something you can actually execute on, if you try this out and you actually see results, you see a difference and you see a change, I would love for you to go to facebook.com/boss-tip-marketing and leave us a review or leave us a testimonial. Maybe leave us a screenshot of you watching this training, or maybe leave a screenshot of the strategy from this training you have actually implemented it and how. So I would definitely like to know where you were, what struggle you were having before implementing this and before watching this training, and where you are now and then how it has helped you. And if you need further help, you could always go ahead and message Boss Tip Marketing on Facebook, and someone will get back to you, and then they will reach out to me, and I'll be in contact with you. So thank you all for watching this training, and I'll be in touch with you all, and I cannot wait to see your results, your reviews, and your testimonials of how this training has actually helped you. I hope to see you in this week, because the training is this week. I hope to see you this week inside the entrepreneurs training as well.